closing statements, which will be 1 minute each, and which will be provided to you in the same order as was drawn out of the hat for the opening statements. And so we'll begin with Miles Grant.
Well, you know, one of the things that people say about me when I'm knocking on the doors out there is people say, oh, you know, you look young. And usually my answer to that is, well, you know, I'm about the same age as David England was when he was elected. But I have a new answer to that. I can say in the last debate I was accused of being old. But, you know, like I said, when I get out on doors, people ask me questions, and they say, you know, why are you running? What made you run? And I was talking to a member of the House of Delegates last year, and he said, you know, we had a hearing recently on global warming, and there was a global warming denier who was testifying. And he said, you know, well, I heard it was 2 degrees warmer in the Middle Ages, and people liked it better, so we shouldn't do anything. And I said, you know, look, if somebody says something like that to me, I'd just say, you know, look, I don't care what you think about global warming. We have huge opportunities to be moving to a new clean energy economy here in Virginia, saving consumers money and creating jobs. And the delegates said, you know, there's nobody down in Richmond right now carrying that message. I think here in the 47th district, one of the most progressive districts in Virginia, we have a unique opportunity to send somebody to Richmond who cares about climate action enough to fight for it. That's why I ask for your support on June 9th. Thank you.
Andres Tabar.
Once again, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. For over 20 years, I worked in the U.S. Department of Education, administering programs to help our young people remain in school and get through college. I have firsthand experience empowering our children to aspire to higher goals for themselves and to help achieve them. Last year, as Emma Vilna Sanchez campaign manager, I spoke with parents, teachers, and students, and I saw the tremendous pride that they have in our schools. For the last 10 years, I've gone to Richmond to testify in Senate and House Education Committees, the Higher Education Subcommittee of the Assembly, and the House Committee on General Laws. I want to go to Richmond to fight to ensure that every child in Arlington has the best education we can afford. I appreciate your coming out tonight, and I ask for your support on June 9th. Thank you very, very much.
I would also like to thank Peter and this committee for having us tonight. I really appreciate the opportunity to come before you and answer your questions. You deserve a delegate who will take the time to listen to your concerns, a delegate who knows the ins and outs of this community, a delegate with energy and ideas to fight for you in Richmond. I am proud to be your neighborhood candidate. Before I end, I want to share a quick story with you. Some 20 years ago, then a county board member, Delegate Al Eisenberg, took up the issue of a smoking ban when children were present, a stand he was heavily criticized for. He would eventually be proved right in the end. I want to continue that trend of innovative and visionary leadership in Richmond for Arlington, and take stands on issues that may be controversial now, but beneficial in the long run, such as reforming our prison system, fighting for the rights of all Virginians, no matter what their sexual orientation, religion, or race is, and investing in stem cell research and protecting those that keep us safe. Thank you, and I hope you'll join our campaign.
Patrick Lowe.
I also want to thank ACDC for sponsoring tonight's event. You know, the one question I get asked most frequently is, how do I decide amongst the 5 of us who to vote for? I say vote for whoever you think is going to be the most effective legislator. Being an effective legislator, it means knowing more than just the policy. You have to know the politics and the inner workings of Richmond. You have to know how to build coalitions, bring people together, build coalitions, bring people together, bring interest groups, even with your own party. You also have to know how to craft legislation, and you have to know how to reach across the aisle. I've been recognized for bringing in several millions of dollars by working with Democrats, Republicans, and independents. While I would much rather have Democrats take back the House, whether we're successful or not, the Richmond is going to be deeply divided. That's what I've always done, and that's what I'm committed to doing, is I strive to make government work better for Arlingtonians and all Virginians. I ask for your vote on June 9th. Thank you for listening.
Alan House.
Let me echo the thanks to particularly thanks for you all for coming out on a rainy evening and engaging in our democracy. This is great to see. And also like to thank the fellow competitors in the race who bring a lot of energy and great spirit to this. I come to this race, again, with the unique perspective of being born in Arlington, lived in Arlington, but having lived and worked in other parts of Virginia, and how to link our needs up to the broader statewide needs. Our top priority has got to be getting our economy moving again and partnering with President Obama to create jobs while addressing our long-term challenges by renewing Virginia for investments in transportation, energy efficiency, and education. Bring real experience solving real problems. I've worked with the governor and state legislature. I've been there. I've seen it. I've worked to protect our environment, and I've worked to build a new green economy and create jobs. Bring real experience solving real problems. I encourage you to visit my website at allenhouse.com, and I ask for your vote on June 9th. Thanks.
I hope you'll agree with me that tonight's forum demonstrates the strength and vibrancy and the great number of wonderful candidates that we have here in the Democratic Party in Arlington. Let's give them all a